Merry Christmas, everyone, and welcome to Open. I'm Rhina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche for the next hour, encouraging you to get social with us online, especially during this holiday season. Let's connect. Tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BxRx TV and like us on Facebook at Open BxRx Television. And you can always find me on Twitter, FB, Instagram, Insta Stories, and LinkedIn at Rhina Valentin. So if you love the Nutcracker, then you'll love the holiday mashup of the Hip Hop Nutcracker, which is a contemporary dance spectacle set to Tchaikovsky's timeless music that features all-star dancers, a DJ, and one of hip-hop's founding fathers, Kurtis Blow. Woo! It follows the traditional Nutcracker storyline, but includes the vibrant, diverse sights and sounds of contemporary New York City through digital graffiti. Joining us to tell us more, we welcome the Hip Hop Nutcracker dancer, Ann-Sylvia Clark. Hello and welcome.
Hello, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Super exciting to know that this is still happening. I'm going to assume that this is a pre-recorded version of the Hip Hop Nutcracker because we're going to send love and light to Kurtis Blow. I understand that he just is still recovering from a heart transplant, so it's lovely that he's going to be highlighted. So let's talk a little bit about you, your adventures within this repertoire, right? Because this is something you've been doing annually, and this year it's being done virtually. So what has your journey been like?
So it's been interesting because the tour is kind of happening still, but without us. So in a way, also this year, like it's so different. I'm so used to be traveling and being with this group of people. And this year, no. So I kind of miss my people and I miss the stage. But it's also strange because it's still kind of happening. And I'm still getting like, because during this time, I always get a lot of love on Instagram from the fans and from the audience member. And in a way, they are kind of reminding me that the show is still happening because they're still showing the love and still showing, they're still showing the love and they're still showing their excitement about the show. And I'm like, oh yeah, the show is still happening, you know? So it's wonderful that it can still be happening and people can still see the show that they love. And
No, it sounds to me like you're kind of like you have mixed feelings. That's what it sounds like to me, right? Because
it's mixed feelings because it's strange. It's kind of I don't realize what's happening in a way. It's strange because I would love to be in that stage. It's amazing that they're showing the pre-recorded version, but I miss the stage and I miss being in the same room with the fans and I miss the stage.
Well, you know, it's a beautiful story. I love the style. The director and choreographer is brilliant. What's her name?
Jennifer
Weber.
Yeah.
And the rhythm of the whole thing is really, if I have to choose a word to describe it, because I've watched it and I love it, is like, you know, if you want to be able to take that classical feel and fuse it with that urban flavor, this is definitely the version of the Nutcracker that you're going to really enjoy and relate to. Because the dancing is really phenomenal, and the choreography. So I understand though that there's going to be pop-ups at the New York Botanical Garden.
That is correct. So so a few of us, a few dancers, hip hop dancers, we are performing at the Botanical Garden in live. So it's not virtual. So we actually get to listen to the music again and dance. And so this one is a more improv version. And we use the same music from the show and improvising.
So basically you're going to do like little snippets of the show, right?
There's like from the show, from the music section, and
so but that should be exciting, right? You get to be around. I mean, it's not the same as performing on a stage, and you're going to be out in the cold, but at least you'll be dancing, so it'll keep you warm. So share with us how that works, right? Because we have the performance that's happening virtually that people can go and visit, right, with tickets, and that they can watch with their family. And then there's these pop-ups that are occurring at the New York Botanical Gardens. So when do those pop-ups begin occurring?
So those pop-ups are like, they can be like, they're 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week. And it's during the evening from 5:30 to 9 p.m. at the Botanical Garden. And people buy tickets to come see the garden show, because it's a garden, like a light garden show. And they're playing the music from the Hip Hop Nutcracker, or from the Nutcracker. And then we are doing the hip hop movements to the music. But it's much shorter and more improvised, and it's not really the storyline. We're just going in there, like showing our moves to the musicality and feeling the music, and throughout the night, so people can come through and watch, and then continue watching the light shows. But it's a little stop, a little pause moment for the people, and they can like, ooh, okay, and then keep it moving. So it's fun, and it's cold outside, but we don't feel the cold. We all suited up in our nutcracker suit, and it's fun. It's so much fun, and with the light that happens around, it's so beautiful and magical. So not being able to be on the stage, it's still okay because the light makes up for it, and it's beautiful. So, and right now it's snow, so it gets that extra Christmas feeling, and it's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, good. So at least you get to make it up there.
Yeah.
No, your whole demeanor shifted once you started describing performing at the Botanical Gardens. You're like, oh wait, yeah, that's right. We get to do this, even though it's not the entire show. You're not exactly getting on planes and touring around the United States.
Yeah, because it's very different. Yeah, because it's very different. It's like very different, but at the same time, I still get the feel of it, you know. So
it's all good. So when you're doing these performances, and you said you're doing them 2 days out of the week. It's part of the light show that the New York Botanical Gardens is holding. How long of a program is the Hip Hop Nutcracker going to be incorporated into this light show? So I guess, how long is it going to be running? Like you say, you do it 2 days out of the week. How many is it for a month, or when does it start? When does it end?
Yeah, we started in November. November 24th. That's when we started, and that was like it wasn't the premiere, but it was like a pre-premiere, and then the next days it was like a premiere, and then it was officially open, and then it's been going on. It goes on until January 9th, but there's a possible extension. There's possibility for it, but we're not sure yet. And it goes from 5:30 to 9 p.m., our section, like the dance, that part. And then when after Christmas, it's going to be every night, actually, up until the 30th. And then again, first. So, because it's been 2 days to 3 days a week, but then after Christmas, it's going to be keep going.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Good for you. You're going to be busy every day of the week.
Yeah, it's fun. I love it. I'm going to be busy dancing, so that's amazing. I'm happy about that.
That's beautiful. Well, thank you for bringing it here and sharing it with us, everyone. That's Ann-Sylvia Clark, one of the Hip Hop Nutcracker dancers. You're going to be able to find her at the New York Botanical Gardens, but also don't forget, they're performing, they have the virtual presentation. And for tickets for the virtual show of the Hip Hop Nutcracker, you can visit hiphopnutcracker.com. Also, once again, check them out at the at nybg.glow for tickets to the New York Botanical Gardens. And don't go anywhere because we have to take a quick break. But when we return, we're going to learn about the annual Kwanzaa celebration for the community.